Welcome back to Amy Jo Junk Journals. This is Amy Jo. I hope you all had a wonderful 4th of July. I have a little share here, and then we're going to do some stamping. Miss Tina made these for me. She was inspired by Amy at Crafty Cat. I think they're adorable. I love them. She also got this printable from Crafty Cat. But I just love them. These do come apart, so you could use them together or individually. Oh, now I can't get it back together. So very pretty. I love how she did it. Very pretty. I love the picture she used. This is my favorite right there. He just looks ornery to me. And I have a lot of ornery grandsons especially. So these are very pretty. And then she made me some watercolor envelopes. She used watercolors, I think she said. So I think these are beautiful. She told me how she made those. I can't remember. Then she made some little note cards. I can use them. Oops, I ripped that one. I can use them for the back of tags or whatnot, back of journaling cards. But I really like those. Those are really gorgeous. Oh, here's some more. I just love the way they turned out. She said she got these circles because she dried them on a pizza pan in the oven. Love that. Then we got together the weekend she brought these up to me, which was the weekend of June 28th. So she put these collage tags or journaling cards together for me, which I thought were very pretty. She's very talented. She needs to do her own show. And then I took from her what she did for me and also took inspiration from Amy at Crafty Cat and made some tags or something. I haven't covered the back of them yet, but some of them I did, but not all of them. But they're gorgeous. Just love the way they turned out. We worked on these together. But these could even be journal toppers. These two can be journal toppers. But they were really pretty. I thought I'd share. I can do some video on them if you'd like. And then this weekend while I was gone, I did some paint smushing or ink smushing because I want to do some. I want to take my. Oh, Lord, I can't even think today. Blech. Marbling paper, and I want to I have a whole stack here of label stamps and stamps like this. Sorry if there's a glare. I want to stamp on these and make ephemera with them. I have all of my distressed inks that I have in different colors. I don't know that I'll be using those though, because when I stamp, I really like the VersaFine because it gives it a crisp. And I have so I'm just going to stamp, I believe, one of each. So that's all I'm going to be doing today is just stamping. So I hope you stay and join me because I want to see how they turn out. And these aren't all of my marbling papers. I have more. These are just the ones that I picked to stamp on. Because I think they will make beautiful pieces of ephemera. And I just want to put them right back then some of them you can color on if you have little watercolors. That might be why people use their colored ink. I like the black because the VersaFine, because it gives it such a crisp ink. Well, except for that one, but that's okay. Sometimes you need it to be, sometimes you need distressed looking things, so that will be one for that. But you can paint in those. Markers, use your markers. You can use your regular paints to color in the roses and the leaves, which is something I might do later. Oops, that's not all the way inked. And I know I do this backwards. Most people put this way, but I notice every time I do that, I get ink everywhere plus on the stamp. So I just don't like doing it that way. It works better for me if I do it upside down like that. And I think this VersaFine works much better. I mean, I think it dries fast. I don't think it takes a long time to dry. So some people do. Some people I've watched their videos and they complain that VersaFine takes forever to dry. I've not had that. The only time I've ever had that issue was when it was on something shiny. And I am making a mess, but that's okay. So I thought we'd do, so it wouldn't get too boring, we would do one of these and then one of the ink smushing papers I did this weekend. See, that happens every time when I do it the other way. And I'm putting these together pretty closely because I will cut them out and use them. But this is a very cheap, easy way to make your own ephemera for people that are just starting out. We might even have time for me to show you how I color some of these in, but I can sit around watching TV. Oops, I'll have to put something else there, something smaller, and cut these out. I don't know how I'm getting that much all over me, but that's okay. Oops. And then I'm putting them on backwards, so let's put this one away. And then there is just a couple on here I want to do. I have no idea what I guess just one. I have no idea what names these are. I just automatically take them out and put them in my little envelopes because they're easier for me to store. I can put this one here. So that's the only one I wanted to do on that one, I believe. I'm gonna have to start doing that though. The bigger my channel gets, the more I'm gonna have to start writing and possibly gluing on there what, let's see if we can stamp a couple of these together. Didn't stamp that one well, did I? That's all right. We can, because when you go to use that piece of ephemera, you can always put something on it. So I want to do this one. I'm going to do this one. getting them off of my block here. That one. And see if we can get that one. And I think that's all on here I wanted. So moving quite quickly. It won't fit there, but it will fit here. So just make sure I push on all of them this time. Most of my stamps I have either gotten from Temu or Amazon. Sorry, I can't think today. It's an emotional day. Today's our middle son's birthday, and he passed away 2.5 years ago, so my mind is elsewhere also. So let's see if we can get, and this one, the one I really wanted off of this one was just this little girl. Looks like, because I think that is going to be adorable as a piece of ephemera. These other ones might be too, but I just like this one the most, so that's the one we're going to use. I want to make sure I ink it good. See, it's like the Ace of Hearts or something. I got this pack in a kit that I ordered from Cara Branded, from Cara Creates, I believe is what it's called. That turned out good. About ready to move on to our ink smooshing. And then here's some more like the original ones that we did. Have to do some smaller ones for this one. Just do this one more here on this. And then we can go to an ink smooshing page. I didn't get that inked very well, but that's okay. I wonder if I can get this little flower in here. Let's see. So that there's still not any wasting, but I can get some of that green on that flower. I think I moved it. Nope, I think that looks good. Okay, let's set that one aside. I like how that turned out. I'll cut all those out. Probably not fussy cut, but kiss cut. Okay. I think I might need my bigger block for this. So let's put more on there than that then. When you're stamping more than one, you need to make sure that you're not, well, I guess then that's it on this one. Okay, let's see if there's one on the other one we can use. This might be a shorter video than I thought. We're moving quite quickly on this. Nope, let's not do that one. Let's do that one. I don't know how many people do this. You know, obviously this isn't, and see, this drives me nuts when I do this. And I think it's the stamp. I think the stamp isn't up high enough, but we'll see. I'm looking for my little, since I'm using bigger stamp pad, make sure. See, I didn't do that well. Let's see if I can put it back where I had it. Sorry, I got to move it up closer to me. Let's see if it works. If I should use my stamp press. Yeah, that didn't stamp well at all. That's the only one that didn't. That's something like you would have to use your stamp press for. Which is okay. I mean, happens, right? I might be able to take a little fine tipped pen and use that. I don't think we're gonna use the big stamp anymore, so let's try this. So we might only be able to get one at a time. That's okay. If this don't work, then we'll, oh, that worked. Also took all the ink off of that. That's nice. Which is fine. I only have one more that I want to do from this one. Then we'll move on to the next one. That worked out well also. Okay, then we have this one, and there's quite a few on this one I think I want to use. I definitely want to use this one if it'll fit on this block. If not, I have another block I can use. Yep, choose this one. Am I off? Yep, I am off. That's too big for that. So the other ones will be two. So let's just do this. I think this one's pretty. I moved it, see the little shadow? Okay. Go back to this one. I don't think I can get two on there. That's all right, only if they're small. Which is fine. Probably off screen again, aren't I? Sorry. I need to lengthen my arm again. Let's do this one. The other one I think is going to be too small. I hope everybody had a great 4th of July weekend. We went camping. Oh my word, was it hot. We spent a lot of time in our camper, which we normally don't do. I mean, we spent quite a bit of time outside too. I don't know why I got those out. Those aren't really labels. Yeah, we're almost done here. These I've done before. That one got smashed, so I might not be able to do that one. It got put in there wrong. Do these two at the same time. See, did that again. I think it's just Doesn't like to work with me sometimes. And I'm not going to use that because then I get shadows. I don't like shadows, so like this one. This one. I have to make sure that they're far enough apart I can cut them out. I just like the way they're going to look with that ink smushing in them, and every one of them's different. Looks great. Very happy with the way it's coming out. Okay, then let's do these two round and oval one. And then I have one more on here that I want to do, and then we can move on. What'd everybody do over the 4th? We went camping with Tina and her husband. We had a fantastic time. Their neighbors came and visited. We had some smoked ribs, which was nice. Really good, actually. So it's probably more than nice. Do some of these. I just think this looks great when it works like this, and especially when you can do different colors, the variations, because you can still grunge these up if you want to, but they don't have to be grungy. They can just be pretty, but they can look grungy. Like, I don't think this looks grungy at all, but this one here looks grungy. And it's all on the same paper, made with the same inks. See how VersaFine just does really well with the words? I just love that. I can't get that with any other ink besides VersaFine. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I move too much. I don't know, but I can't get it with any other ink, so. And that's all I use it for, is for stamping. How many other ones we can get. I have to wipe my hands down a little bit. Can't stand that. Okay. These ones I don't think I've used at all. So that one won't fit there. This one will, I believe. And maybe this long skinny one will fit on there. Then we'll go back to the, I don't know, we might stay with the inks, with the ink smushing. Those were really pretty. That one is, okay, let's move this one. And, oh, let's try this one. We'll do that because I need a bigger one because I like this. And I think it might be something you could actually write on, so we'll try this one. There's not very many on there. I want just one. I mean, just for this. Let's get a little one back out here. That I think would be too small. Let's try this one. And then I have one more on here I want to do. Oh, there's a little paper clip. We might have to try that one. I want a thumbtack. Look at that. Paper clip and a thumbtack. That flower did not go at all. Maybe I didn't. Excuse my head, peeps. See, I need to use my... Ooh. That was better. I need to use my stamp press. Let's try this one, and this one. And I want to try these just to see what they look like. I usually don't use stuff like this, but because I usually want to do labels and things like that. So I want to stop buying labels, if at all possible, and make my own. Those are cute. Okay. Then let's see here. Oh, I'm getting ink all over my mat. It's all right. I want to flip these over. I want to do this one. Sorry if I keep reaching over you. Oh, glad that fell on my pad, not my paper. Okay. Or not my pad, my stamp. Let's see if I can do this one. That's too long for that. So it won't look good. Won't stamp well. That's what I should say. All right. So that'll be enough of that one. Let me go back through some of these. See if there's anything I would really like to do that, but I don't. Maybe it'll fit on here. Well, let me get my stamp pad out. Just a minute. Let me get that. I think it's right here. Maybe. One second. Let's try this. Mine's called a Stamping Pro. Okay, let's put this. Right there. Oops. close it. It's not gonna let me go in all the way if I do it there. So let's see if we can get this to work. Sometimes I can get this to work for me and other times I cannot. So we'll try together. Oh, I like it. All right, that one's done. Let's wipe this up a little bit. Throw that away so it's, let's put it back on here. I know it's upside down, but that's all right. Okay. All right. I think that's it. Unless, let me get my tiny, I'll show you how we can do some of those. I have these very tiny markers. Very tipped, fine line color pens. Let's see here. Let's see what I got. Let's use this purple. See if we can color this, see if it'll look good. It's nice, I like it. It's coloring well on this paper. So there's all kinds of things you can do with mixed media. That makes it look beautiful. And this is a, you know, a way you can use your stamps and add color. This is the only way I know how to add color. I mean, I used to put markers to my stamps, and to me that just became too difficult. I couldn't get the markers to stay wet enough to stamp clearly. So to me, this is the best way for me to do it. But yeah, I love it. And you don't have to color them in until you decide what journal they're going in. And I hope my face isn't in the thing. And then let's do a couple different greens here. Let's do this one first. Then we'll go over it to outline it a little bit. But yeah, this to me is relaxing and fun. Just spend an hour or two stamping different designs and then go in and color them. It's a wonderful way to pass a lazy rainy day, but I mean, it's not lazy and rainy here but today, but and then you just kind of outline to make it dark green. Let's see if we can add some pink to some of these spots here, see what that looks like. Not the big ones, just the little ones. Just to give it some pretty definition. This is where I moved it, but yeah, isn't that pretty? So yeah, that's definitely what you can do with some of those. Let's do another one, because I really like doing this and it's fun. But yeah. And if you have the fine tip markers, it's very easy to go coloring in these tiny leaves. Unless you're a master painter, you can just paint them. But I guess if you're a master painter, you can just paint your own and you don't need to stamp. I, however, am not. I mean, I took art classes. I used to be able to draw pretty well, but not anymore. I don't do it enough to keep that talent active in my brain, I guess. Now, coloring, on the other hand, I love to do that. And I don't have any expensive markers. I just use what I can find. A lot of times I get them at the Dollar Tree. I'm not sure where I got these. I've had them for a while. But I do like the really fine ones to color. I cannot color well with the brush tips. I don't know why, but I mean, they make beautiful shadings, but I cannot color well with them. So I do not use them I mean, I have them and I do use them for stuff. I just don't use them for details. Okay, let's do some blue flowers. Oh, I didn't finish that one. I didn't color in the center. I don't always color in, like, see how I don't always color in everything? I kind of like that look sometimes. Sometimes I color it all in. It depends on the, I guess, the pen and what it's doing for me at that moment. Some petals are, some petals aren't, but I do like the look of it not being all colored in. I think it just gives it some depth. But by all means, I am not an artist of any way, shape, or form, so that I just go by what looks good to me. Let's see if I can find the black here, and we can, or yellow. Let's do yellow. Oh, I gotta find out where that went, but let's do yellow. I have a couple yellows here. Let's do this yellow. There we go. But that is my video for today. I hope you like it. We got that. We only did 2 pages of oh no, 3. This one. I really like how that turned out. But yeah, and then the things that Tina and I made. So yeah. So thank you for joining me today, and I hope you all have a blessed day. Bye now.